Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Three Men and a Little Virus. This is week 8 of season 2 and we're calling it Poo. Yes, you heard me right. Anyway, my name is Mark Cridland. I'm the one that tries to hold this all together, and I'm joined by our regular comedians, Mr. AMJ, that's Adam Morrison-Jones, and Paul Tingy. They are the funny ones, and we've also got Dave the Elephant. Maybe a bit of Geraldine as well. She's a giraffe. Just stick with it. Anyway, this week we talk about the update on the coronavirus situation and what we can expect coming soon. AMJ has a very short film review. We talk about the extreme cheapskate and the extent that she goes to. It's worse than Paul. Paul has got some pooing stories. Yes, but don't worry, it's not too graphic. We find out about the woman in California who has an interesting driving license, all due to a little bit of a mistake, and how Paul gets everything for free by the sounds of it. And then we have a very special celebrity guest for this week's quiz, which is an interesting one. He's a local guy, and he's a little bit odd, which fits in perfectly with this show. So, sit back and enjoy another week of Three Men and a Little Virus. Oh dear, it's been a long week, isn't it?
That's a great way to start the podcast with a lovely yawn.
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks.
I didn't know
what I've done all week.
Well,
what?
Week. Does it start with a W?
What?
Wednesday.
Yeah, you've been having lovely walks.
We've been having lovely walks.
Yes.
Walks.
A lovely week off.
A lovely week.
And it was my birthday on Monday as well.
Yeah,
so thank you for the lovely messages.
Birthday to you. On my own, then I'm Jake.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
You've got the passion for this.
I didn't know we were joining it in. You kind of just went in like a young Robbie Williams and then dragged me in like an old Gary Barlow.
Well, I held the microphone out ready for you to sing the next line.
Well, I can't see you.
Yeah, but it's just like Robbie Williams.
Good old Robbie.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to doing this quiz later.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we've got a quiz later on with a special secret guest.
Yep, we have indeed.
Ooh. Andrew's going to win it. Do you reckon it'll be the secret guest?
No, I think Aaron J's got a good chance of winning it.
Are we going to get a guest on every week for a quiz?
If you want.
We could have a go. Why not?
Yeah.
So, anyway, how have you guys been this week?
Yeah, I've had a fantastic week. Been busy, been a lot of Zoom calls, which are always fun and games. And great news about like the roadmap as well. How exciting is that?
Yeah, now we know which road to get on.
Exactly.
I'm sure you enjoyed listening about the roadmap on Skype with Paul on Tuesday.
I really did enjoy it, Paul. When you were mentioning the roadmap on Skype, I was like, yeah. And then did you play some Scar? Didn't you? You played a bit of Scar after you mentioned the roadmap. Before and after you mentioned it, actually. There was a lot of Scar in this episode.
I don't
There's actually no Scar in this episode. It was all reggae.
Oh. I knew.
Like the sauce.
It's so similar. Hey.
That's so similar. Don't say that to me. That's me.
I'm not saying this. Why's anyone going to care about my thoughts on reggae music? And if I've learned anything, people do care about what people say.
Yeah.
So, of course, as you mentioned, we are looking forward to things reopening step by step as long as things continue as they are and keep getting better. I've actually got my first COVID jab at last booked in for this Friday. So yesterday, if you're listening to this on day of release, at last I got the text message from my GP going, you're in the right category. And then, of course, I then told Reese, and he went,
are you?
I can't remember, but
I'm category 6.
Diabetes. So it didn't actually tell me. It just says, no, So mine's booked for Dover Health Centre. My mum's actually got hers booked in at last as well for Saturday, but she's got to go all the way to Folkestone for hers.
Oh,
You two have had your first doses, so it's my turn at last, and then we'll all be dosed up.
does this mean
Hey.
we can be three men in a vaccine?
I don't
I
know.
don't know how you're still pushing for this to happen, despite the fact Gridland's been objected to it ever since you first mentioned it.
No,
We've got the branding now.
yeah, we've
People
got
will start searching for Free Man Little Virus, and they won't be able to find it because we changed the name, and we'll lose all our millions of fans.
Yeah, we will lose all our millions of fans and our chance of doing a sitcom on ITV.
I know.
Yeah.
Did you notice, actually, I reopened the Living the Dream chat room and changed it to the Free Men and Little Virus chat room on Facebook.
I did.
Yes, I
been
noticed.
Yeah, so we need to let people know about it. So you lot are listening right now, then head onto Facebook and search for Free Men and a Little Virus chat room, and you'll find it. Just request the joining, and we'll let you in, and you can tell us what you think of the show, what you reckon we should be talking about, and anything else you want to contribute.
Yes, mainly. But
Have we had any more lovely donations from our lovely listeners yet?
No, not
No,
yet.
they're all
no.
arseholes, aren't they?
But as mentioned at the very start of this podcast by the lovely voiceover man, you can support this podcast.
Man.
There is.
Yes, you can support us, and the link is in the description, so you can have a look and help us out. So yay, fandabby-dozy. Yes. So what have you been up to this week then, Paul? Anything good?
What did I do? This feels very weird, by the way, recording on a Wednesday, because I was on holiday from work on Monday. So today I kept thinking it was Tuesday because I've only worked 2 days this week. So my mind is completely thrown out right now about what day it is. Because now I'm thinking it's Thursday because I'm doing the podcast recording. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But no, on Monday I had a nice, nice chill day. I took holiday because I had to go and have more tests done at the doctor's and the hospital.
How are you now, anyway?
Work. Still in agony. So that's why I've been a lot more interruptive lately, and I apologise for that. But if I don't interrupt, you just might get a noise from me. So I try and disguise it with trying to say something.
There are many comedy, like comedians. I could just see you being interviewed now. Like, how did you get your interrupting style? Well, it turned out I was in a lot of pain, and I just needed to cover up how much pain I was in. So I just started interrupting people. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I think Dave's in a bit of pain as well. You might hear it later on whilst doing when we're doing the quiz. He sounded a little bit different every now and then. I think he's suffering from a bit of bad trout gout.
Trout gout?
Yeah.
Can trouts get gout because they don't have any feet?
Well, that's the irony of it.
Yeah.
Because he's also an elephant, so why is it called trout gout? Unbelievable.
Exactly.
Trunk.
No, he's just got tickly tusks.
Tickly tusks.
Not trunk junk.
Not trunk.
Not trunk junk. No, that's where the women grab him after he grabs them by the pussy.
He grabs Spike. I like that.
I said trunk, not Trump.
Oh, I thought you said Trump junk.
What's happened to Trump? There's a thing, isn't it? He's not come back like some arch evil nemesis yet.
Not yet. He's building his lair in the volcano, and then he shall attack.
I tell you what, and it'd be great if he came back with a mini-me. And if it was Danny DeVito, it'd probably get cast by Warwick Davis, though.
Do you know one of the saddest things that ever happened is when they made Detective Pikachu, they put out that thing to have Danny DeVito as the voice of Pikachu. And that would have been
Really?
the greatest thing ever. Did you
However,
imagine?
though, it's a very good film, though.
It is a good film, but it's
I
just,
thought I was going to hate it, but
You know-
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it.
that should be a
Yeah.
thing. What you were going to hate. Fantastic Four. I did hate it. It was. I
Which
wish I
version?
the new one. Have you seen it? It's shocking.
Yeah, it's different storyline, which really threw me. And yeah, I'm not a fan of the new one.
Nothing happens.
The old ones were like proper cheesy. They were a
Yeah.
cheese fest, but they were like almost accurate to the comics. Not completely accurate, but they were closer to the comics than this new version is.
I worked out. I watched that film. It's an hour and 40 minutes long. The fight scene is 7.5 minutes in the whole film. In a Marvel film. Like, I know storylines are important before people get angry at me, but like the main reason you watch those films is for the action. 7.5,
Yeah.
and it's a crap action sequence. Don't watch it, guys. If you're thinking about watching it tonight and you think, "Oh, I haven't seen this yet," don't do it. It is utter crap. One of the worst films I've ever seen. Worse than Jaws 3.
We used to have film reviews with Dave. Now it's film reviews of AMJ. Don't watch it. It's crap.
Don't watch it. It's crap. It annoys me.
I give it half a trumpety trunk.
It don't even deserve that, Steve. It don't even deserve that.
I'll
Which
give it
crap
a name.
film are we going to have next week?
Any of the new X-Men franchise. That Dark Phoenix one, which pissed me off as well. It's just a remake of the third one.
You can tell us about that next week then.
Oh, no, I've got notes.
First time ever.
For the first time ever. I give up the habit of a lifetime.
First time in forever.
Frozen. Brilliant film.
Oh,
But it is
dear.
a great film. Frozen 2,
Right.
I think, is much better with better music.
Oh, I think that.
Controversial, I know, but it's out there now.
It's quite good. It's quite good. I did watch it with my daughter a couple of weeks back. So, yeah, it's quite good. Right, anyway, I want to go head back to a few weeks back when we found out how stingy Paul is because he won't buy shoes.
Yeah.
Now, I've found a woman in a news story who's even stingier.
Does
No.
she take the shoes off the woman who dresses up to take her bins out?
Well, she might well do. She classes herself as an extreme cheapskate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, even more extreme than Paul.
Go
I know
on.
it's amazing. You're both shocked into silence. So, yeah, this woman, she's actually a singer in a band. And after years of touring the UK and being on the road on a tight budget, she's always finding a way to stretch a dime, as the old phrase goes. And she won't spend money unless she has to. So I saw this, immediately thought of Paul.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, she said she doesn't really care if anyone thinks of her penny pinching ways, as her methods save her hundreds of pounds every month.
But a month? How much will
a
she
month,
spend
I
on
know.
shoes?
I know exactly. Well,
I'll tell you
her
what,
name.
I'm just gonna lose it 1 month, and I'm just gonna spend my whole month's wages on a pair of shoes.
Why not? You have to go to Clark's.
No, I'll go to Louis Vuitton, mate.
Oh, get you.
Yeah.
Anyway, this woman, we've only got her stage name, and her stage name, right? She's blonde, so guess what her stage name is?
Blondie.
Atomic.
No.
Debbie Harry.
First name, Goldie. Surname,
Louis James.
Locks.
Oh.
Goldie Locks, yes, the lead singer in a rock band. Doesn't say what the rock band is. Maybe they went, don't mention us, you'll get us in the So, yeah, she's all these years of traveling on the road, and now she feels obsessed with saving money. So she even goes as far as charging friends for lifts. So she actually charges the rest of the band. If they want to lift anywhere in her car, she charges them 40p a mile, which is less than the HMRC guideline. So, yeah, that's not too bad.
Have you got insurance for that? Because if you're
Wow.
making anyone pay for a lift, you need to have valid insurance for that. So if
I'm
you're
wondering if she shot herself in the foot.
yeah, and if you're giving people lifts to work and you're charging them for the lift to work, make sure you got the proper insurance, otherwise you are going to get into a lot of trouble, as a few people that I work with have found out.
Ooh. She said
Be a
she
warning.
doesn't even let people wind down the windows so that there's no drag created, so it doesn't waste fuel.
Well, she wouldn't want to go and see RuPaul then, would she?
She claims that keeping track of her van expenses saves her more than £500 a month whilst on tour. So I don't know what the hell she spends all her money on normally, but this is one bit that gets me thinking, ooh. She doesn't spend money on drinks if she doesn't have to. Instead, when she's at a pub, she pours the remains of other people's leftover pints into her own glass.
Minesweeping. My brother saw somebody minesweeping in a club in Dover, which is now shut, like all the clubs in Dover. But he saw it do it. So him and his mates peed into a glass and put it on the side and walked away and watched her drink it.
That's
nasty.
She threw up almost instantly.
Oh,
I'm not surprised.
But
wonder if it was this Goldilocks. Might have been her.
All Goldilocks drinking pints. One was too cold, one was too hot, one was just right. Just one of the right pints.
And the one that was just too warm was my brother's and his mate's piss.
Nasty. Another one, which is a bit disgusting, is she'll also tip the liquid that's been spilt onto beer mats into a shot glass if she wants something stronger. Now that's just nasty.
I'm just going to Google Goldilocks. I'm going to meet up with her. She sounds like my type of girl.
Yeah, and right, there's one that she's even had doctor's warnings to tell her not to because it's very risky. She will go into a local laundrette, round up any loose socks from the lost property, and she uses them as sanitary pads.
Oh.
Yeah, doctors have told her, don't do that, because no. You can catch all sorts.
That reminds me of a joke Geraldine came up with a couple of weeks ago. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Shall I get Geraldine in to say the joke?
Yeah,
she's
I've got my
sulking at the moment because she's not part of the quiz.
Oh.
Geraldine, will you come and tell the joke? Oh, yeah, just so I can be on the podcast for this week. I'll do it for you, pet. So imagine, right, that I'm a bloke saying this. It's hard to imagine me being a bloke, I know. But here I am, I'm a bloke, and I'm telling this joke. I like my socks, how I like my women. Dirty, and about to be in.
Yeah, I like that. How many laundrettes have lost property departments?
I don't know. I've not actually been in one.
Imagine.
I don't think I've been in a laundrette in years.
I was going to say, you must have been in a laundrette because one of your publicity photos is you in a laundrette.
Yeah. I definitely went in a laundrette that day.
Who's in trouble?
Police have found you. I heard the sirens.
Oh, they're back.
That's the middle class police coming to take MJ out of Herne Bay. What are you doing here?
I don't know, fella. Leave me be. Leave me be.
Yeah, we've had reports, sir.
Your shoes.
The police tell you, we've had reports, sir. You haven't got your own washing machine. So what are you doing in Herne Bay?
Oh, is that a sign of like being middle class, owning your own washing machine?
Oh,
well, of
goodness.
Course.
What about if you've got a washing machine, dishwasher, and a drying machine?
I don't have a drying machine. I've got an air.
I have all of those.
Oh,
I live in Dover, of course.
So do I. Out of the three, out of the washing machine, dishwasher, drying machine, how much money do you think I've spent on purchasing those items?
Knowing you, probably about £4.50 and a Pokemon card.
If that.
A Diglett, not a decent Pokemon, something no one wanted.
Diglett was one of my favourites.
Diglett was one of your favourites. Oh, it all makes sense now.
It reminded me of when I almost pooed myself. I was on a scouting holiday.
Oh, man, I nearly...
We was playing hide and seek. I'm sorry, I'm digressing again. We was playing hide and seek, and I'd been hidden for about 3 hours. And I was thinking, this is going to break some sort of round record. So I stayed where I was. But I really needed a toilet. And as you both know, I've got a dodgy bowel and dodgy bladder. So I can't hold in for toilets for that long. I was up in a tree hiding. There was like a hole in the tree, sort of where birds go into nest. And it's not the proudest moment, but I done a poo into my hands and placed it into that hole to make sure no one could find me.
Nice.
Anyway, washing machine, dishwasher, drying machine. It turns out they've stopped playing after 45 minutes, and I was up there for 9.5 hours until the Arcala come and got me. I say everyone's my friend. Washing machine, drying machine, and dishwasher cost me a grand total of £0, and my wife £0.
Blimey.
Wife was free as well.
The wife was not free. Mail order. I pay postage and packaging. The
And
dry.
she's still teaching you a lesson after all these years.
It's worth it because she is a teacher. The drying machine and
I'm so glad you got that joke eventually.
The drying machine and dishwasher was a present from one of my friends, or presents from one of my friends, and the washing machine was left here by the previous occupier.
Oh,
nice. Yeah. And you lucky.
I'm very. Oh, and the fridge freezer. That's a present for my brother. Yeah, and the TV in my front room, and the oven is brand new, bought from the same friend who bought me drying machine and dishwasher. The only thing I've actually,
I want your friends.
I want your friend.
I'm just looking around. I thought I wish you two were like him.
Right.
I'm just looking around in the kitchen, and except from the food and squash, I think the only thing I actually bought in this kitchen is the microwave. And even then I was upset because I had to spend £60 on it.
How about all that money you saved on all those appliances? You go and buy yourself some decent shoes, you stingy bastard.
But I'm not saved it because if it was up to me, I wouldn't have a dishwasher or drying machine or a washing machine.
I'd have slaves to do it for me.
No, I'll take it. Well, sort of. I'll take it to my mum.
That's what children are for.
I don't have any kids.
Keep it light.
Well, it's there's no dark reason behind it.
Yeah, but the way you said it just sounded very sorrowful, MJ.
Sorry, I have nieces and nieces and nephews who.
My nieces and nuns. What?
Nieces and nuns. I've got nieces and some nuns pop round every now and then.
My nieces and
nuns. They go, no. Those nuns go, no, put it away, put it away.
None of that.
When you were talking earlier about your pooing story.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all right. I've changed my diet recently, so I've had a lot more vegetables as I'm thinking of going vegetarian. Yeah. And I went for a walk. And the thing is, if you eat a lot more vegetables and spices, every now and then you need to use the toilet a bit more, and it's a bit more solid. So I was walking through this graveyard, which is close to my house, and I had a wander around. And then, when you're like, oh crap, I need to go. And honestly, I'm not proud of this moment, but I looked at this grave and there was like this big old kind of vase and it looked perfect, like a toilet. And then I looked going like, if that man has died like 200 odd years ago, would it be all right to take a crap on that grave?
It is illegal.
It is. But luckily there was toilets there. But there was a moment of generally looking at that grave thinking, oh, no one's visited him. He's over 200 years old.
I can just imagine. I can imagine you doing it and then getting a job where you need to have a criminal record check and it coming up with a criminal record saying defecating on a grave. Oh, man, how would a future employer take that?
And there's no way around it, is there? Like, even if you get caught, there's no no one's going to forgive you for that. Going, why did you do that? I really needed to go.
I feel stupid at times because as you both know, I do long walks for charity at times, and I've done the 3-peak challenge. And the 3-peak challenge, you've got to try and get it done in 24 hours. There's not much toilet time available.
So did you do the free turtle head challenge instead?
Yeah.
I certainly freed a turtle head. Halfway up Mount Snowdon, hadn't seen anybody in ages. And I'm talking 45, 50 minutes, not seeing a single soul on the way up Snowdon. I sneak off into some long grass. I crouch down. I've laid a plastic bag so I can defecate into the bag so I can throw it away. I'm polite. And as I started going, there was about 30 or 40 school children started walking up about 5-10 meters away from me. I was like,
did you have to suck it back in?
No, I just laid down in the long grass and hoped that no one could smell what was happening.
Oh, mate. Kids are that worse.
I was, you know, that yoga position where your shoulders are on the ground and you're pushing yourself up on your shoulders on your heels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was a bit like, because I'd already started, so I couldn't put my bum on the floor. I still had half a mountain to climb and get down.
It was like Magnus Magnusson. I've started, so I'll finish.
Exactly like Magnus Magnusson. I'll tell you, that's what I'm going to say from now on. If somebody calls me and I've already started going, I've started, so I'll finish.
Nice.
There's a travel company who are no longer with us called Carol Peters. And like they used to do loads of the airport runs when I was working for the school. So we picked up a load of students from Gatwick, and they're all sat down. And one student says to me, "Adam, can I use the toilet?" I said, "Yeah, of course you can." So he goes in there, and then he comes back and he sits down, which I think that's normal. And then I think, do you know what? I need a wee now, so I go down there, close the door, look round. There's no toilet. There's no floor in the toilet, just like the bit and like the open road. And you know when you're just thinking, what's that look like? One. So I then mentioned it to the coach driver. I then went to the kid going like, "Did you find it weird that there was no toilet and just a gaping hole on the road and this coach is moving?" And he went, "Oh, I just went for a wee." So this kid went in. Just in the piss. Right, whilst the bus is going, all straight on the floor. So yeah, memories, eh?
Memory.
Yeah. Why are they no longer with us?
There is a carriage in Switzerland, train carriage. Now, Switzerland has some of the most top of, state of the art trains known to man. And I went on one train, definitely not top of the range, state of the art. I really need to go for a toilet, and a bit like that coach, there was a toilet, but you went straight onto the tracks, and we were pulled out in at a station, and the rules are you can't go for a toilet while you're in at a station. But Paul's belly doesn't like to play by those sorts of rules. If he needs to go, he needs to go.
Yeah.
So I turned to my father-in-law. I went, "Oh, how long are we in this station for?" And he looked down. He went, 28 minutes. He went, "I'm just going off to get some snacks and drink. Do you want anything?" A large plastic bag would be nice.
Right, I think we've had enough of the pooing stories. Maybe it's time for our quiz this week. Is Dave ready for the quiz?
I will sing the theme tune. Geraldine has been sacked because of her foul-mouthed language, which we all abhor on this podcast, and we definitely don't use that sort of language. So, theme song. Here's time for Dave's quiz. Dave's quiz is coming. If he was an elephant that remembered things, this would be easy for him. Ooh, Dave's quiz. Hello.
Excellent. Getting excited.
Yeah. Thanks for clapping. So we've got a quiz. 6 questions only. and I'm going to ask one person first. That'll be AMJ, and then I'll ask Critters, and then I'll ask our special celebrity guest.
Who is it?
Ooh.
Hold on, AMJ. We'll get to him in a moment. And then the next question, it'd be Cridland, special celebrity guest, and then AMJ. And then the last set of questions will be special celebrity guest, AMJ, Cridland. Right, we all understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. That's what I was hoping you'd say. So, right, contestant number 1. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I'm AMJ, and I am from Kent.
And an interesting fact about yourself, please.
I didn't actually fart until I was 17.
That's very interesting. Oh, you must have been so windy at 17. Why does the wind hit on me? It's because I never farted till I was 17. Ooh.
That's beautiful.
Cridland, who are you?
So yes, contestant number 2. Yes, I'm Mark. I am the producer of this, and I don't know what I did wrong to deserve it. That's my fact.
Oh, I think you can consider yourself very lucky. Paul and AMJ, top fellows, and I'm a top elephant. And I look
Yes.
rather dashing in a top hat. 3 tops.
Ooh.
4, or if we had a 4th one, we could say, reach out. Our special celebrity guest is joining us by Skype, just like the rest of us. So, mystery celebrity guest, what's your name and where do you come from?
Hello, I'm Trevor Feelgood, and I'm in my bathroom because it's the only place I can get Wi-Fi.
Oh, that'd be convenient for those private 5-knuckle shovels. And what is an interesting fact about you, Trevor?
I was once on a train with Chris Akabusi.
Oh, did he say anything funny?
No. His conversation was very. It wasn't worth an anecdote. That's why I've never brought it up before.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Don't use it as an anecdote, and talk about Nan's leaving windows open. So, question number 1.
I have to know that is pure gold. It just had the wrong audience, my Nan material.
Are you sure about that?
No, not at all. Sorry, Dave. I got carried away.
It's a good job Geraldine's not here. She'll get the right ump. Sometimes I call her Camel.
Hmm.
Here, Dave. Dave, how are the points going to be added up this time if we haven't got Geraldine?
Fairly by me.
Oh, okay.
None of this wishy-washy malarkey that Geraldine was doing, which everyone didn't like, and people thought that it wasn't being taken seriously. So I'm going to take it seriously as part of my audition for AMJ's quiz. So, question number 1 to you, AMJ.
Yeah.
To answer first. Who replaced Sandy Togsvig as host of the Great British Bake Off?
Oh, it was Matthew Kelly.
Oh, I'm going to take your first answer. Cridland.
Oh,
Same question. Who replaced Sandy Togsvig on the Great British Bake Off?
I don't watch it, but there is. I know the 2 guys that host it now, so I don't know who got replaced or what. But I'm going to go with Matt Lucas.
Thank you. And what about yourself, Trevor Feelgood?
Salmon Rusty.
I have to let you know, one of you was very, very close, and that was Trevor Feelgood of Salmon Rushdie. It was actually Matt Lucas. So well done, Mark Cridland. You got 1 point.
Hey, is someone eating crisps?
It does sound like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'd long to eat crisps.
Oh, crisps of a distant memory. Question number 2, and this one's going to you, Mr. Cridland. What bakery launched a sellout vegan sausage roll, much to the disgust of Piers Morgan, in January 2019?
Well, I know this one because I've tried it, and it's not the same as a real sausage roll, but it's Greg's.
Okay. Trevor Feelgood. What bakery launched a sellout vegan sausage roll, much to the disgust of Piers Morgan, in January 2019?
Audi.
Famous bakery, Aldi.
The car company.
Oh, okay. It's interesting. I did ask for bakery. Listen to the question next time, please, Trev. A&J. Which bakery launched a sellout vegan sausage roll?
What? Did it annoy Piers Morgan?
Oh, yeah. Here, mate. It rattled its tree all right.
I'm going to go with the F. Hacking and Sons Bakery.
I have a funny feeling MJ and Trevor Feelgood are not going to do very well in this quiz. You both got that one wrong again. It was Greg's. Well done, Mark Crickland.
I miss Greg's.
It's down the road.
We haven't got.
We've got two in Dover. See, you shouldn't have gone. You shouldn't have moved away.
I shouldn't have. I still dream of being able just to walk to a Greg's and.
He's got a Le Greg's probably in Herne Bay.
A Le Greg's.
Yeah.
Have you got a Rooks though?
Yeah.
See,
They're much better.
Yeah.
There were Taylors in Herne Bay.
AMJ's got a Gregory's.
I've got a Gregory's.
Gregory's.
Oh,
thank you for that, Trevor Feelgood. That was very funny.
I like you say my full name every time.
What's your name? Trevor Feelgood.
Trevor.
And it is Dave. This Dave is very odd.
Trevor Feelgood. Your question, your turn to go first. In which James Bond film does the famous spy fall in love and get married?
Octopussy.
Oh, I think you're trying to be rude there.
Oh, wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, you're wrong. AMJ.
As I've only ever seen one James Bond film.
In which James Bond film does the famous spy fall in love and get married?
International Man of Mystery.
That's not a James Bond film. And DJ Critters.
I don't actually know the answer to this one. Is it The Spy Who Shagged Me?
No, that's Austin Powers, which was a parody, so I can understand why you got confused.
The Spy Who Loved Me, then. That's the James Bond version.
Is it Goldberg?
No, it's not Goldmember. As again, it's Austin Powers.
Waveworth.
Finger. Now you're just saying Mike Morris films, and now you're being C. Adam Morrison Jones. The answer was On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Seen it?
Wow. Maybe you should.
I will.
Next question is to A&J first.
Yep.
Leader of which country has his face on all the yogurt pots, has named the month January after himself, and banned ballet?
Oh, is it Putin?
I said I accept your first answer, but I won't this time because I did ask for the country, the leader of which country.
Come on, Dave.
Yeah, no, I've not accepted your first answer. I'm letting you change it.
I see. Oh, it's Russia. Russia with love.
No, not with love. DJ Critters, the leader of which country has his face on all the yogurt pots, has named the month January after himself, and banned ballet?
What could it be, Critters? What could the answer possibly be?
I haven't got a bloody clue. I'm going to go Belarus.
Okay, and Trevor Feelgood, the same question to you. The leader of which country has his face on all yogurt pots, has named the month January after himself, and is banned ballet?
I think it's false. Is it false?
It would be if I said was Russia the country. It would have been false. So I'm giving you a point for that one. It was Turkmenistan.
Oh,
I was
so
close.
how are you close?
Geographically.
He's called it, mate. He's called it. That's all that matters.
Ugh.
Now, are you ready for your next question, DJ Critters?
Yes, this is the penultimate question, isn't it?
Here's the penultimate question.
Ooh, this has gone fast this week.
It is. Well, you told me to hurry it up.
Wow, maybe we should have 10 questions.
Oh, blimey, it's a good job I've actually got some more written down.
Are you making note of these points?
Yes. Would you like to have before the final 2 questions? Would you like to know what the points are?
Oh,
That means we're out of time this episode. Come back tomorrow.
What?
no.
The noise from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which it signified the end of the episode.
Oh, what?
No.
We have to do it again next week.
Well, I didn't play that music. So the points so far: AMJ is on 0, Cridland's on 2, Trevor Feelgood's on 2, -1.
Yay! I haven't even answered one right yet.
He's on 1. 2 -1. He's on 1. So it's all to play for. AMJ can still come joint lead. So DJ Critters, AMJ, this will be a really good one for the animal quiz.
Yeah.
Native to the Caribbean, what sort of animal is the mountain chicken?
Oh.
Cridland first.
Mountain chicken?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it. Is it a chicken?
Okay, that's your answer. Trevor Feelgood, native to the Caribbean, what sort of animal is the mountain chicken?
Is it some kind of amphibian frog thing?
Trevor Feelgood has gone for amphibian frog thing. AMJ, native to the Caribbean, what sort of animal is the mountain chicken?
I'm gonna go with frog.
I'm going to have to let you know, one of you got that wrong.
Oh.
And that was DJ Critters. Trevor Feelgood and AMJ got that completely right. It was a frog.
Blimey.
I think Trevor Feelgood remembers that question from a previous quiz he's done that I hosted.
No, I blocked them all out.
It was a good job because I think actually Paul hosted that one.
Oh.
Right, last question then.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Trevor Feelgood first. Trevor Feelgood, what is Scooby-Doo's full name?
Oh, you did it on your quiz. Scooby Dooba Doo, is it, or something like that? Scooby Dooba Doo. If I keep talking, I'll get it right. Scooba Dooba Doo. I'm not doing jazz. I'm trying to get the answer right. Dooba Doo. That's my.
All I'm going to say is right now there's a conga of mice going around my floor.
Chris Tarrant, that's my final answer.
That's your final answer. Okay, let's see if you're right afterwards. AMJ, what is Scooby-Doo's full name?
Scooby. I'm gonna think it's something weird that Scooby Charles do.
Okay, Mark, DJ Critters of the Cridland, what is Scooby-Doo's full name?
Now, I've got a funny feeling I remember this one from a quiz that I actually did. Back when pubs were open and I could actually host the pub quizzes. I think it's something like Scoobert, then surname Do.
Scoobert do.
Scoobert, yeah, I'm sure it's something like Scoobert, bit like Qbert, but with a skoo.
Here, this is where it gets very interesting.
Yeah.
If Geraldine was here, she would have given Trevor Feelgood points.
Yay!
But she's not here, so I'm not going to give the point.
Oh, bogs.
Although you very nearly got it when you went scuba dooba dooba doo.
Oh, did I?
You
That's why I
very
thought I
nearly
didn't have it.
close. AMJ, You're well off, mate. Well
Well-
off.
Well off.
Yeah. DJ Critters got it 100% correct.
Nice.
But
It was Scuba Doo. So, at the end of that, Cridland was the winner of 3 points, Trevor Feelgood with a plucky 2, and AMJ with a pathetic 1.
Woo!
but I always feel like these are like aimed against me.
But why? You
I
won
don't-
last week's quiz.
I did win last week's quiz.
It's a show your face.
You've been told.
I have.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Trev, it's lovely to have you here. Is there anything you want to ask Dave whilst you're here? You want to bring up?
Like a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I think we did some sort of interview thing that's never come out.
Oh,
Where's
yes.
the interview? Where is
You've
it?
mentioned it again. That's another delay.
I've never
for
mentioned
another
it
week.
once. It's the first time I've mentioned it. Don't lie.
I am happy to show everyone my Facebook messages and the video you sent.
Oh, yeah, it'll be out on Valentine's Day, won't it? Yeah, of course it will.
Well, you kept on asking, so it gets delayed.
I said James Bond will be out before this is. Come on, where is it?
James Blunt.
No, James Bond. The James
you
Bond film.
just called
What's it
anyone
called? Never Die Again or something, is it? Or something like
Who sung the new James Bond theme tune?
that. I don't care. Where's me interview gone?
he's stuck in a quiz vortex.
I know. Stop
Save
doing
it.
quizzes. No, we finished the quiz now. I want answers, Elephant. Come on.
What's the question?
Where's my sodding interview?
There's an interesting story about that, Trev.
I think I know what the answer is.
What's the answer?
I think you've deleted it and you don't want to tell me.
I can't delete something that never existed. I might have forgot to press record.
Oh my! What? If you've been waiting to do this punchline, this is well played, sir. Well played. You've been waiting a long time to give me that information.
I'll be honest, Trev. None of us knew either. So this is brilliant all round. This is like watching Endgame on the day of release. Beautiful.
It was really funny because Trev dressed up for it.
I did dress up for it. I didn't realise
Trev
it wouldn't be.
Feelgood dressed up.
I'm dressed up now.
Thank you very much for our guests today, the wonderful AMJ, the beautiful Critters, and the most beloved Trevor Feelgood. Thank you for joining us, Trev, and now everybody else say goodbye to Trev. I feel good.
But bye, Trev.
Bye.
Bye,
See you later.
Trev.
Bye.
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 Kiss arsing elephant.
That's me.
Anyway, that was a really good quiz. I'm quite happy I won that one.
Congratulations, Cridland.
I was happy when it went, and I think Trev and me are now friends again.
Yeah, I think so.
Secretly still
think-
hate you.
I think he took the news that I forgot to press record really well.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, didn't Trev do well in the quiz?
He done marvellous. He done really good. Feel good.
Yeah,
Good.
Trevor?
he must feel good after that.
Yeah, he comes second.
A lot like when Paul. It feels good, like Paul did when he went to Mount Snowdon.
So it,
You can tell there's three blokes that do this podcast, can't you? Because there is no way on God's earth, if this was females, it would sink this low.
you say that, AMJ. You say that. I had this conversation a few weeks ago with a group of females.
Yeah, talking of females, I've got a news story about one. Another one. Yeah, this one is about a lady in California who done something a little bit silly with her driving license. She had to go and get a new driving license, so she went to the DMV, as they do it over there. She had her photo taken and then did what she needed to do to get the license renewed, and then she received it in the post a week later. But what do you think she did wrong?
I don't know.
She was back to front. She was wearing her face mask.
Did
Yes.
Oh, that's
You
amazing.
got it straight away. Yes, she was wearing her face mask, and the woman who took the photo to go on her driving license didn't notice at first. And it's like, you're looking straight at the person. I mean, that's the problem now because, face masks have become the norm and everyone's so used to wearing them that, she just forgot to take it off. So this lady, Leslie Pilgrim, her name is, went down to the
You
office.
must like long walks.
She must do. Maybe she has to take a plastic bag with her.
Yeah. If
But
you do suffer from horrific bowel troubles, do be polite. Don't be like these inconsiderate dog walkers. Take a bag with you.
yes. So apparently they took the first photo, and then the photographer went, "Oh, I've just noticed you've got your mask on still." And she went, "Oh yes, I have." And so she took it off, had another photo taken.
What a sexist voice for the woman.
Yes, it was. Yes.
I just love it as well. Like, we clearly know it's a problem that we have no female listeners, but we've made no effort whatsoever.
Well, you say this.
Rectify it.
I am trying to get a few female comedians on to be part of the quiz. And I bigged up 2 female comedians last week at the end of the podcast as well.
Wow,
You did.
Look at you. Look at you with your female bigging up skills.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
I'm quite aware of how misogynistic this sometimes comes across and how bad that would be if my employees listened to it.
Well, I keep thinking that most of the misogyny is coming from me, and I need to stop it. But I'm not a nasty person. Sorry, Mark, I interrupted you there.
Are you in pain?
Human. Most of my adult life.
Who's not in pain? Anyway, so she got a new driver license through the post a week later and went, looks a bit odd. So they'd actually used the photo that has her mask on and not the second photo where she didn't have her mask on this ID card. So it's her actual driving license. Now, she said that at first I just kind of stared at it. It took a bit of time to process. And then I started thinking, as a law student, this can't really be legal. So she got in touch with the DMV, and they went, "Oh yes," and offered her to come back and get a new one done. She said, "Yeah, I'm worried that if I get pulled over by the police and show her that, they're going to think it's a fake one," which I probably would think it's a fake one. With why would you have ID with a face mask on? It's just daft. I mean, even if you go into banks, they ask you to prove that it's you. In some cases, so you have to actually remove the face mask briefly to show that it's you. So having a ID card with the mask on, I mean, it would make it easier, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have to take the face mask off.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really show your whole face. So facial, I mean, even with the Face ID on your phone, it was in the summer, I think it was, when there was actual rallycross racing up at Linden Hill, and I went up there for a media day. And of course, everyone had to wear face masks wherever you went. Didn't matter if you was indoors or outdoors, you had to wear a face mask. But I couldn't unlock my phone, so I had to actually go in and turn off the facial recognition because it's crazy with all these face masks. I mean, how much longer do you think it's going to be that we're going to be required to wear face masks? As a serious question.
I reckon we're looking. I reckon Christmas.
I reckon face masks will be gone after June. And they'll come back every winter. I reckon they'll be seasonal.
I quite like wearing them in the winter because they're quite warm. So, like, when you're cold, just put on your face mask. And also, I do a lot of muggings locally because it's quite a big area. So, for me, it's ideal.
Well, yeah. When it was snowing, it was quite handy. Just had the face mask on, hood up. And it was, that was good protection from the snow with the face mask. But it really did make me look like something out of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you do look quite scary with a face mask, Mark. I must admit.
Thanks.
Did see a picture of you thinking, bloody hell. It's almost Viking-esque.
It reminded me a bit of Vinny from Biker Mice from Mars, just without the robot arm.
How'd you know?
Oh,
like the robot arm.
did I tell you what I bought off eBay a few episodes ago?
Ooh, no. What?
I
You might
bought
have done.
an authentic Bucky O'Hare figure for
Yeah, it cost £4.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
was that just the bin badge?
So that is a pin badge, and then he's just looking at me. I've got him on my desk. He stares at me, Bucky O'Hare. He's great. He's brilliant. I don't know why there weren't more of them.
Yeah. You talk about desk. I got a new desk today, actually. I bought it, bargain, B&M, 50 quid. I was like, I'll have that. Thank you very much.
I like it.
50
I
quid
tell
more
you
than
what,
Paul can spend.
Bargains. But no, neither of you have been to this house yet, have you?
No.
My corner sofa was a present for my friend who bought me all those electronical things in the kitchen, and my mum and dad.
Was you having an affair with this person? Is that what it is?
It's Richard Branson.
Richard Branson. I wish it was.
Oh, you wasn't having an affair with him because he's a virgin.
Yeah.
Media.
That's really funny. Sorry, tickled me.
I was going to say that. I thought AMJ will tut if I say that, so I diverted myself. But yeah, and my mum and dad are giving us their old armchair. So when we can go up there safely and take it from their garden.
Not
Not long
long.
at all. If they leave it out in the street, I can do it this weekend.
You know what would be nice is once restrictions are lifted, is if we could actually all meet up, maybe even if it was in a pub, and record this in a pub, in face-to-face actual persons, so that I can remember what you look like. I'll probably walk in and go, where are they? Not recognise you.
I'm a little bit smaller, I think, than last time.
Yeah?
Well, I've got this bad belly. I can't stand up as straight, so...
That's incredible. I think, though, we need to put something in pencil. I can sort us out. I can sort us out a gig, but it means we're in Faversham, which is kind of away from our demographic.
We've got listeners all over the world, AMJ.
Yes. We're not just broadcasting locally on a radio station. No, this is a podcast available all around the world.
Okay. Barbados?
Oh, by the way, last week was the quiz, which you both didn't take part in again. However, there were 3 contestants who had heard me plug it on the radio show.
Ooh.
So this week I plugged the podcast as well. I don't know if they've edited that bit out yet. I didn't listen to the show last night. I'll be listening to it on Saturday. See what Barry's done with the editing of it.
See, when my rock show goes on DCR, I load it into the system myself manually.
Yeah, but I'm still waiting for my soundboard to arrive. So the levels are all over the place. So I let Barry work his magic on it.
Talking about DCR, the Rockout is on DCR tonight. Yes, on every Wednesday night at 10 p.m, followed by the previous week's show at 11 p.m.
And wouldn't it be good if our little show here started going out on it every week?
Yes, but that would mean I'd need to have it bang on 55 minutes every week, which never going to happen.
No.
Yeah, well, no. That's when the podcast can be nice and long. Then you can just do an edited down 55-minute version, whilst AMJ and me do nothing towards it.
Yeah, like I've got time for that.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right then. Crack on. I'll let Barry and Martin know.
I feel this is Paul's management skills right there. Yeah, well, you say you can do it. Crack on.
If only you could see me. I'm holding up a sarcasm sign.
Oh, mate. I just don't think... Even when the show went... Living the Dream never worked as an hour. It was never in 2 hours properly. The only reason it didn't overrun is because it used to just cut off.
Yeah.
No, it's because we had John Mason coming in after us.
Oh, remember that Mason joins the Masons, and he never did.
Yeah.
I'm still getting a friend on Facebook.
Saying that, I am actually friends with a Freemason. I found that out recently.
I'm with an expensive Mason. I'm not surprised you're friends with a Freemason. You like things for free, don't you, Paul?
Yeah, old nifty, swifty Paul.
Swifty Paul. No, that just makes you sound like a thief. I'll tell you what, because every 3 or 4 years, I buy myself an expensive pair of footwear. So 2.5 years ago, I bought myself a pair of hiking sandals, which cost I think £28.99. So that's my expensive purchase for that 3 or 4 years. So next
Hiking
year, I'll be
sandals. How are hiking sandals? How are sandals safe for hiking?
They're closed-toed.
How are they sandals?
They're closed-toed.
They're
sandals, but they don't have any holes in them.
No, they do have holes in them. Because I get very sweaty feet.
Are they secretly surgical Crocs that you've been mugged off on?
To be honest,
yes.
Couldn't care less. They're comfortable.
You know what they say about Crocs?
They
make you look at. I'm not going to swear because Mark's got a lot of editing to do already, and I feel bad for that.
Good old penny pinching Paul. There we go. That's your new nickname.
Penny pinching Paul.
Can you remember Penny Crayon? I'm a psychic. Penny pinching Paul.
Penny Crayon. It does sound a bit like Geraldine. Who was Penny Crayon? Sue Pollard.
I don't know. The thing is, Geraldine. In Geraldine's mind, she sounds nothing like Sarah Millican, like you two keep saying. She sounds like somebody that Paul used to work with.
Yeah, Penny Crayon, voiced by Sue Pollard. You were correct.
S.U. Pollard.
First episode, 14th of September 1989. Final episode, October 1990. So it went on for a year, and that was it.
But it got repeated for about 6.
Yeah, made by the same people as Jimbo and the Jet Set and The Family Nest. They were brilliant, they were.
I misheard you there. I thought you said Jim Bowen and the Jet Set.
Here's what you could have won.
The future. Jim Bowen and Jet Set.
Dear.
I watched the Jim Bowen stand-up special this week as well. I had it on in the background. It was really good.
How did that make him stand up?
Well, it was hard. Bless him. Yeah.
Well, that's the rigor mortis for you. I was watching some Harry Enfield and Chums last week.
Ooh.
And there's some characters I'd forgotten about. And I can't believe I forgot about Mr. Dead.
Mr. Dead. I might watch it after this.
It was good.
My favourite character was a one-off character in the Christmas special when he was being Sinn Féin and the Ulster man. And Mrs. Dunphy, it's not me who's been unreasonable. It is ye.
My favourite
I want
character.
cheese and pineapple on a stack.
He was great. That is the guy on the Christmas special was going, do you mind if I sleep with your wife? Well, it's Christmas.
Can I stumble through and put my foot through your glass table, boss? No. Oh, come on.
You know which character is Paul's most disliked? Loads of money. Loads of money.
Considerably richer than Yao. He's my mate. He's the one who buys me all this stuff.
Now. You've just set him on this pod. It's Christmas.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's my favourite one. Are you shitting in my pond? Oh, come on. It's Christmas. And he throws him a can of beer and they start drinking it together. Are you shitting on my mountain?
It's Christmas.
I'm raising money for charity.
I think on that note, we'll end for this week.
We'll end?
Everybody.
Oh, cramp, that's a bit final.
If that is the last thing you ever say on this podcast, we'll end. And sadly, might
Yeah,
pass
this-
away. And it's
Right, off you lot.
I thought I was done with this, and then it reunited. Bloody COVID. This is the worst thing that's happened in COVID. It's just
It's
thrown
only
us
been for
together.
6 weeks. No
Yeah.
one nominated us for the Chortle Award, did they?
No,
No.
no. I didn't even think to nominate ourselves.
No, you couldn't nominate yourself, otherwise I would have nominated us.
Yeah, wait, hang on. Yeah, but you get the Sony Awards, the Sony Radio Awards. You have to actually nominate yourself and give your, make a best of tape to send in. So you have to nominate yourself and give evidence of why you're the best.
Really?
Yeah. So if you want a Sony Radio Award, that's how you do it.
We'd
Let's
never
do
win.
Yeah, but try to edit all the best bits for this. It's not going to be more than 30 seconds.
It's going to be quite a short. It's just one side of a cassette.
Not
It's
even
just
that.
that. The rest of the space we just put on Peter Andre's Mysterious Girl. They love it.
On repeat.
Mysterious girl on your body close to mine.
Dave, do you know that's a rude song?
No, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry, Geraldine. I didn't know it was a rude song. But I only came here to say goodbye about 5 minutes ago, and they're still talking a load of old shit.
Load of old poo.
A load of old poo.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at how well this has been doing.
My brother is currently, he's gone for a walk and he's listening to our episode Elephant in the Room.
Yeah.
Ah.
And he's just sent me a message going, I'm going to have to listen to all of these now. This
Excellent.
is brilliant.
Woo.
Because he's listened to a couple, because he listened to the Christmas show special on DCR.
Yeah.
And I asked him, was it him who gave the £3? To be honest, I'll be a little bit annoyed because he's worth more than that. But no, he hasn't
which
donated. My brother Alan.
Alan!
My brother.
Alan! Donate. Support this podcast.
I'd expect him to donate at least £3.50.
Well, no, the minimum is £5 now.
Oh well, no, he's not donating anything then.
He should do 3 of those, so it's £5 each.
He's not made of money.
Doesn't have to be. That's only £15 for the pure quality, especially if you listen to all in one go.
That's a year's worth of shoes.
Exactly.
Do you know what's going to worry you more, Paul? Is I have to buy new shoes because I'm dyspraxic, and I've accepted the fact that I wear through shoes. And the pair I'm looking at, guess how much they are?
£125.
Not that much.
£78.
£42.50.
Is that the actual price that Sports Direct put on it? To say that, look, this was this much. Now it's only 10.
that old chestnut.
Yeah, what a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going to say, if people that are listening to this and they know people that like funny stuff and weird stuff, then get them to download this onto their own whatever podcast service they've got. Or if they don't use podcast services because they don't like podcasts, then why not go onto YouTube and listen to it on there? Because then it's a YouTube video and not a podcast.
Which my old man does. He listens on YouTube.
There you go. Because it's not actually a video. It is the picture of the episode with the audio. So you still get to listen. You don't need an account. It's easy. And it still gets our figures up. So go for it. Woo! So anyway, thanks very much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
He's waving. He's
Trevor
Is that
Phillips
his-
said goodbye as well.
I'm sure he did. Oh, dear. Well, that went well.
I think that was a really good episode. Well done,
Thanks,
man.
I've got lots of editing to do.
Yeah, sorry, man. I always feel
Good luck,
bad.
keep this under 6 hours.
Musical Insights.